Hello Sparkers, this is Instant Kafka. I want to talk about text editing in Project Spark and why it really grinds my gears. Project Spark has a lot of unique features about it that make it a great program. Things that I really love that are different. But the text editing is not one of them. It is different, but it's not great. Being a longtime Windows user, there are certain expectations I have for how a text box behaves. When I double click in here, I expect the text to be selected. When I click on an open area here at the end, I expect the cursor to move to the end of the text. If I click inside here, I expect the cursor to go there. It does that for the most part, but sometimes it gets confused. If I click and drag, I expect the characters that I drag it over to be selected. I went and made this killer app to kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about. This is how a typical Windows program handles text editing. If I double click, it selects the text. If I click out here in an open area, it sets the cursor to the end. If I click and drag, I can select characters. That's how it should work. Kind of related to that is the fact that I can't edit text where I want to, and that happens on the scale gizmo, the move gizmos, or translate gizmos, and the rotate gizmos. I would really love to be able to enter text on all these. Click a button or double click or something to pop up a text editor and say, I want this to be at 45 degrees. I have no idea what angle this is at right now. Is it 45? Is it 35? What is that? On the scale, I get to see, I get some feedback, but still I have to try to get in here, and if I want 427%, it takes a while. I finally get it. So it would be handy to be able to just directly enter text on the scale gizmo, the move gizmo, and the rotate gizmos. Another interesting behavior with the text editing is in the search. If I type in a word here that I want to search for, I grab what I need, I go back in here and I want to shield. So I click on here and the text disappears, but the cursor is still there. It's confusing. I don't know what's going on here. Is it gone? Is it still there? What's going on? If it's still there, why isn't it showing up anymore? So if I just start typing, everything's good in the world again. If I try to backspace on here, these weird boxes come up. Where did these come from? What are they doing there? What happened to the text I just entered in there? That's kind of strange. So that needs to be fixed. Just text editing in general, it needs to be consistent. It needs to be consistent not only with other areas within Project Spark itself, but it needs to be consistent with how Windows users expect things to work.